forward. Okay. All right. Número 11. Sally tiene una blusa. ¿Qué?
Nueve.
Nueva.
Nueva. Nueva. Tiene una blusa nueva. So before she had una blusa vieja. Y ahora tiene una blusa nueva. Ok. Número 1 para abajo. 1 para abajo. Va a Walmart y algo, la blusa.
Compra.
Busca.
Busca. Ajá.
Busca. Okay.
Busca. Busca la blusa. Va a Walmart y busca la blusa. Quiere una blusa nueva y roja. Busca la blusa. Número 3. Sally no está contenta y algo de Target.
Ale.
Sale.
Ajá, sale. Ujú.
Oh,
Sí, sale. Ajá. Sally va a Target, pero no hay blusas rojas. Entonces, Sally no está contenta y sale de Target. So she goes, there's no red blouses. She's not happy, so she leaves. It's confusing with Sally y sale. Sally sale de Target. Ok, número 5. Gap tiene 3 blusas nuevas y
rojas.
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 Ujú. Nuevas y rojas. Exacto. So remember that our adjectives have to agree with the noun. So our noun is blusas. So that means that when we say new, it has to be nuevas. And then when we say red, it has to be rojas. So we have to make sure that they all have like the same endings. So if it was like carros, for example, and we wanted to say new red cars, then we'd say carros rojos, carros nuevos rojos. So you just change the ending so that they all match. So you change the S. If it's plural, then you change the ending of the S. And if it's feminine, you make sure it always has the A. Masculine, you make sure it has the O. Does that make some sense?
That makes sense.
Okay.
I like it, but it makes sense.
Excellent.
Roja. Rojas.
So there'd be rojas because we're
Okay.
talking about multiple blouses. So they're
Okay.
blusas rojas.
Okay.
Okay, número 6. Sally quiere una blusa nueva y
Roja.
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 Exactly. Nueva y roja. So you see that we have blusa nueva roja. So before we were talking plural, so we had blusas nuevas y rojas. Now we have singular, so we have blusa nueva roja.
Thank you.
Okay, número 9. Sally no quiere algo nuevo.
Pantalones.
Yes, pantalones. No quiere pantalones nuevos. No quiere pantalones nuevos. Quiere una camisa nueva. Okay, so if we wanted to say new red pants, you know how we'd say that?
Pantalones.
Nuevos pantalones.
Pantalones nuevos.
Nuevos, sí.
And how do we say red then?
Rojas. Rojo.
Rojos.
Rojo.
Because the
Rojo.
word pants is plural. Then you have to say nuevo, pantalones nuevos y rojos.
Pantalones nuevos.
Make sure all of our adjectives agree with our noun. All those fun grammar rules that we just love. Okay. Now we have a story. Oh, and Monica. Oh, did you hear, Monica, where we're looking at moving?
No, I lost the internet connection. But California, I heard at the end.
We're looking at moving to Stockton, the beautiful area of Stockton, California.
Near University of Pacific, UOP.
Yes, yes. So that is, I mean, that would be Justin's top choice for a master in psychology, but also that's the most expensive. So we're gonna look at the public option first and hopefully he gets in there. But
How exciting.
yes, it's exciting and overwhelming and scary and everything all at once.
Wow.
It's all
Can I
prepared.
ask you a quick question?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think you will be leaving any beds behind?
Beds, almost certainly.
Okay, because I already have somebody who really needs beds. Chelsea, you know,
Huh?
Miss Chelsea.
Mhm.
Chelsea needs one for herself and 2 for the girls.
Okay, all right, I will let you know once we
Okay,
figure out the bed situation.
okay, thank you.
Mhm. Okay, can you see the story? As I'm
Yes.
sharing? Okay,
Thank you.
okay, look at this. We're on chapter 2.2. We are flying. We're on page 40. Let me see, I think it's 46. 46. We've done all this. You're
Hey,
doing
what's
great.
the name of your book?
It is, okay, so it's by TPRS Books.
Uh-huh.
TPRS Books, and it's called Look, I Can Talk.
Okay. Okay.
I am a big fan. I've seen really good progress with my English and my Spanish. I highly
Cool.
recommend.
So,
Okay.
one more rabbit trail. So
Mhm.
this is very good method what you're teaching. I've been exposed to very similar. However, there were on top of that there were pictures.
Mm.
So when we do the story, then you would
Uh-huh.
have a whiteboard and you would Google a picture, Sally or pants or whatever in the store and stuff. And then we would have to make those brain connection, neural connection to make
Yeah.
it with
Yeah.
rather than reading black and white. And it's this is for kids, but it's very, very
But it
effective.
works.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Most language learning stuff is geared towards kids. It's hard to find stuff that works. I mean, that is for adults too. But I mean, you know, we all learn the same. We just have to get over the feeling kind of juvenile because when you learn a new language, you basically are a kid in that language. So,
Yeah.
okay. All right. So here are our guide words. So we have I, which means there is. I know they filled them in for us. You guys don't need these filled in. Okay.
Okay.
Quiere vivir, which is wants to live. So she or he wants to live. So when we have the words that have our verbs that have the IR, ER, or AR, those are called the infinitives, and those are to whatever. So if we have preguntar right here, that would mean to ask. Preguntar means to ask. Or comer.
Eat.
So we might think like, oh, comer means eat. Comer means to eat. Mhm. To eat. So if you say, quiero comer, it's I want to eat. Mhm. So their infinitive is what they're called. But when they end in IR, ER, AR, like that, and it's a verb, it means to whatever. So what have we done? Comprar, what would comprar mean?
Bye.
Goodbye.
Exactly. To buy. So we have only seen, in our story, we've only seen compra. Sally compra la camisa. But now we can know if we see comprar, then that means to buy. So how would you say, I want to buy?
Yo quiero comprar.
Yo quiero comprar. Exactly. Quiero comprar. Quiero comprar una hamburguesa. Or una pizza de Drunken Sailor. I've been to Drunken Sailor in so long.
We gotta get you there before you go.
I'm gonna have to. That's Mike and the boys are already making their list. Can we go to Herbie's before we leave? Yesterday, Micah said, can we go to Wendy's before we leave, Mom? I'm like, boy, they have Wendy's in the US. We don't need to. It won't be the same, buddy. Buddy, it'll be the same. You're good. Okay.
No, it won't.
No, it
It'll be
won't.
better
Yeah,
in the
he said-
States.
he said they won't have the grilled chicken burrito. I'm like, they will. They'll probably just call it a wrap. You'll be all right. Okay. Va hacia goes towards. So we'd say like, ella va hacia su mamá. She goes towards her mom, her mama. Ma hacia. And vive, we got that one cemented, I think, right?
Yeah.
Vive. Vive. So what would vivir mean?
To live.
Okay. To live, right?
Exactly. So I can say, this is a possibility, but I'm going to put it in certain terms because that's what we know. Voy a vivir en California. What does that mean?
You're
Uh-huh.
going to live
Going
in
to live
California.
in California.
Mhm. Maybe, but that is what it means. Okay, hace frío. Hace frío. Mhm. So here, this is different in Spanish. They don't say it's cold. They say like it makes cold, because hacer is like to make or to do. So you'd say hace frío for it's cold. Ooh, hace frío. But you don't say, ooh, es frío. That doesn't translate. So you want to say it's cold, you say hace frío.
Mm.
So
Hace frío.
the verb hacia goes towards, that has nothing to do with makes.
No, because the verb there is the go. So it's the ir, which is the va.
Okay.
So hacer is actually our like adjective there.
Oh, so it
but-
has nothing to do with hacer.
No,
It's a different word than hacer.
Yeah.
Okay.
but it's weird. I mean, it looks like, because hace años, hacía. Yeah, you'd have to have anyway, it's not the same, but it's very
Sorry.
similar. No, very good question. Okay, so we know preguntar means to ask. So pregunta means
Pregunta.
if it's a verb. But pregunta also means question. So
Pregunta.
preguntar means to ask, but una pregunta, a pregunta is a question. So if you'd say, tengo una pregunta. Tengo una pregunta. ¿Qué significa? What does that mean?
I have a question.
I have a question. Tengo una pregunta. So it's slightly confusing for us. It's really confusing for them when they go to learn English and we have two words for question and ask.
Mhm.
They're used to having the same word for both. So preguntar is to ask. So if we say, this should really have a clarifier here. So let's put our clarifier. If we say ella or él pregunta, then it means Mhm.
Yes.
Ella or él pregunta, that means asks. Okay. All right. Y va a Roatan. He goes. And es o está. Those are,
Is
they both mean is to us. So different in Spanish, but the same. You remember the like simplified to oversimplified explanation of the difference between es and está?
Está is a feeling that like cold or sad, or an es is I
Ownership.
am a girl, like es una
Yes.
chica.
Permanent and
Exactly.
temporary.
Yep, yep. So es is like es is kind of like always, and está is like more of a temporary.
Temporary.
So I am happy, then that would be with, or she is happy, that would be with está. But she is a girl would be es, because she is and she always will be. Okay, all right. So hace frío, hace frío. ¿Qué significa? Hace frío.
Oh,
No hace frío in Memphis, Tennessee.
Vamos a ver, we're gonna see. Pero en Roatan hace frío.
No,
No, hace frío.
no, hoy.
Nunca, nunca, never.
No, January, enero.
Yes, yes.
Not real frío, just a little frío. Okay, my son is very sad because he wants to live somewhere very cold. Mike, boy, we don't. Sorry.
You grow up, go ahead. Yeah.
Should we send him to Poland, Marek?
Yes, yes. Send them in December. Oh, January.
Oh, yeah.
No, thank you. We had to tell him, listen, man, like we ruled out places because there's cold and snow. So sorry. When you move out, you go live in Canada if you want, but we are not those people.
Alaska wide open. Alaska wide open.
And he
Yeah.
probably will, but we do not like that. Okay.
Argentina, always south too. Very.
Oh, we tried, when we first became missionaries, we tried to go to Argentina where it was like beautiful, perfect. There's like 5 days of clouds or something, just, but we ended up here
Mhm.
and we've loved it. This is year 11, so we've been very, very
wow.
happy here. It's just for our family, it needs to change now. So
New season. New
new
season.
season. Okay, so in our story, we have John. So we need a John. Who wants to be John?
Okay. I can be John.
All right, so Marek is gonna be John. We also have a Chico. Any chicos?
no.
Because
Leo, the other Chico.
yeah, Leo, dale pues, Leo.
Don't do this to me.
Come on, Leo.
Oh, am I gonna be Delbert?
Yeah, you wanna be Delbert?
Oh, God. I don't wanna be Delbert.
You don't have to say too much, Delbert.
Okay,
Okay,
let me see,
good sport. All right, and then,
watch.
oh, and then it's just John again. Okay, we just have John and Delbert that talk. Okay, but we will need some narrators. So who wants to be our first narrator?
I'll read first.
All right, go for it.
Hay un chico. El chico es John. Or what is John in Spanish?
Juan.
John.
John.
Mhm.
Okay. Via in Memphis, Tennessee. Lo
Vive.
siento. Vive.
Ajá.
So, okay. No está contento porque no quiere.
No quiere.
That, that word, how do you
Vivir.
say that?
Vivi.
How?
Vivir.
Vivi.
Uh-huh.
Vivir.
It has an R on the end. It's just not like a US R. So it's vivir. It kind
Vivir.
of sounds like a D a little bit. Is that what you always say, Mom? Uh-huh.
Vivir. In Tennessee. No quiere vivir in
Vivir.
Memphis.
Mhm.
Let me pronounce it again. Let me see your mouth.
Vivir.
Vivir.
V. So
Vivir.
make sure your I is an E sound. So
Mm.
V.
Vivir.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Okay. In Memphis, porque tiene relativamente.
Yeah, here's a long word for you. Relativamente.
Relativamente
Uh-huh.
Latifa,
pocos personas y ice frío.
Hace
John
frío.
va a Chicago.
Uh-huh. Okay, so hay un chico. ¿Dónde vive el chico?
el chico
Memphis,
vive-
Tennessee.
Ujú, vive en Memphis.
Vive.
Vive en Memphis. ¿Le gusta Memphis? ¿Está contento en Memphis?
No,
No está
No.
contento.
No, no está contento. No le gusta. He doesn't like it. No le gusta. After our story, we're gonna do gusta. So, no le gusta Memphis. Okay. ¿Por qué no le gusta? ¿Por qué no quiere vivir en Memphis?
Porque tiene relativamente pocos personas.
Sí, relativamente pocas personas. So there's another one where our noun and adjective have to agree. So we have personas. So we have pocas.
Pocas.
Personas. So what does pocas mean?
few.
A few.
Few. Few, not a lot. Pocas. Pocas personas. Just a few people. Pocas personas. It's kind of like, it's kind of like pequeño, like pequeño is little, poco is just a little bit.
And pocas
Oh.
personas.
Casas, few.
Pocas personas. You could say, tengo poco dinero. Solo tengo un poco dinero. I just have a little bit of money. Poco dinero. Okay. Y hace frío. ¿Qué significa hace frío?
It's cold.
It's cold. Okay. ¿A dónde va John?
John va
But
a
John
Chicago.
va a Chicago.
John va a Chicago. Okay.
It's really cold there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's mucho frío.
Exacto. Sí. Hace más frío en Chicago que en Memphis.
Sí.
Hace más frío, more cold en
Muy
Chicago
más.
que en Memphis, sí. Pero John es loco. Okay. All right. Ahora,
Muy
¿quién
loco.
quiere leer? Who wants to read here for us?
I will.
Okay.
En Chicago hay un chico inteligente. El chico es Delbert. Delbert vive en Chicago. John va hacia Delbert. Le dice,
Mhm.
Hola, Delbert. No, you want to ask? You wanna
No, you're
ask
good.
questions first?
You're good.
Hola, Delbert. Tengo un problema. Vivo en Tennessee, pero no quiero vivir en Tennessee. Hace frío en Tennessee.
Delbert.
¿Dónde quieres vivir?
Mhm.
Quiero vivir en
la-
Singapur.
Oh. Okay, Delbert.
Okay. No hay problema. Problema.
Problema. Mhm.
Hay muchas personas en Singapur y no es frío.
No hace frío.
Ice.
Hace frío.
Perfecto. Okay. So now it makes more sense. He's not going to check out Chicago to see if he wants to live there. I guess he just has to go to Chicago to talk to Delbert, which maybe he doesn't have a phone. I don't know. He probably should have just called. But okay. All right. ¿Quién es el chico inteligente?
Delbert.
¿Quién?
que
Yeah,
Delbert.
Delbert.
es el
Delbert.
chico inteligente.
Delbert, eres muy inteligente, Delbert. Eres muy inteligente. You're very intelligent, Delbert.
Thank you.
You can tell me thank you in Spanish. Excuse me.
Gracias.
Yes, exactly. De nada, Delbert. Okay.
De nada.
¿Y dónde vive Delbert? ¿Dónde vive?
Where's the
Vive en
where does he
Chicago.
live?
Singapore.
No, Delbert
No,
vive en
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Delbert vive en Chicago. Okay. Pero, ¿dónde quiere vivir John? ¿Dónde quiere vivir?
Quiere vivir en Singapur.
Yes, exacto. Quiere vivir en Singapur. I bet Singapore is something else in Spanish, but I've never had to say Singapore in Spanish, so I'm not sure. Okay. And ¿y cómo es Singapore? ¿Cómo es? What's it like?
Singapore no hace frío.
Yeah,
Not cold.
exacto. Mhm. En
Hay
Singapore
muchas
no hace frío.
personas. Hay
Mhm,
muchas
Yes.
personas.
Say frío. No, I say frío.
mhm.
Y hay
Entonces,
muchas personas.
exacto. En Singapore hay muchas personas. Sí.
Muchas.
Ajá. Yep. Muchas personas y no hace frío. Okay, so here's a weird one. You remember? This one comes up for us a lot, but un problema. Remember? It should match, so it should be una, but problem is el problema. So I don't know why. It's one of those stupid ones that's just weird. So we have to remember that it's un problema. Un problema. Okay. All right. So, ¿dónde quiere vivir John? ¿Dónde quiere vivir?
Ah,
John
Quiero,
Singapore.
Quiere
Ajá.
vivir.
Quiere vivir en Singapur. Exacto. John quiere vivir en Singapur. ¿Y dónde vive ahora? ¿Dónde vive?
In Memphis.
Vive en Tennessee.
Ujú.
Memphis.
Sí, en Tennessee, en Memphis, Tennessee. Exacto. Okay.
This is how you spell Singapore in Spanish. Singapore.
Singapore.
That is how you
Singapore.
spell it?
Yes.
Singapore. Is it UR?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's
Singapore.
Singapore. Singapore.
Because one day our story said Iceland, just like that, but it's not Iceland in Spanish, it's Islandia, I think.
Mhm.
But we've got our little tech guy. Did you see what Iceland is?
Yeah, Islandia.
You right? But in the
Yeah.
book it said Iceland. I'm like, wait, I'm pretty
Island.
sure it's something different.
Island.
Islandia. Okay. All right. So we are here. Okay. So now we need a narrator. ¿Quién quiere leer aquí?
I
your
can
turn,
do that.
Tony.
I can do that.
Okay.
Jean va a Singapur. Jean ve Singapur.
Oh.
Hay muchas personas. No hace frío. John ve a las muchas personas. John quiere vivir allí porque muchas personas viven allí y no hace frío. John dice.
Mhm.
Singapore es excelente. Hay muchas personas aquí. No hace frío. Quiero vivir en Singapur. Singapur.
Mhm. Okay. Who wants to finish it for us? Go, Beata.
Ahora John vive en Singapur. Está muy contento.
Okay. All right. So, ¿a dónde va John? ¿A dónde va?
Goes to
John,
Singapore.
Wait,
Singapore.
Singapore.
John va a Singapore. John va a Singapore. So this is va a, goes to. John va a Singapore. Okay, ¿qué significa eso? ¿Qué significa John ve Singapore?
To Singapore.
he sees Singapore.
Oh, he see.
Mhm. That's a weird sentence.
It is.
Yeah,
John
is.
sees Singapore.
I think they're probably just trying to show us the difference between va a and ve. But like, I would never be like, Ashley sees Mexico. Like, you can't see Mexico. Maybe if you're in space, you could be like, oh, I see Mexico. But in Mexico, you're not going to see all of it. So,
Well,
okay.
maybe it says that he goes to Singapore and then he arrives and sees Singapore for himself. And then
He goes and then, oh, he sees it. Okay, so
And-
maybe we're
So wouldn't-
assuming, okay.
I was gonna say, wouldn't you say John ve hay muchas personas in Singapore? Would that be a better sentence?
John, I would say John ve que hay muchas personas. He sees that there are lots of people. John ve que hay muchas personas. Yeah, when you read this, I'm like, that sounds odd to me. John ve a las muchas personas. So I would say John ve que hay muchas. He sees that there are lots of people. That sounds a lot better. John ve que. Oh, I put a Q. When we write shorthand in Spanish, we put a Q for K.
To the QUE.
Or sometimes people put a K.
Okay,
But usually it's a Q instead of QUE. John ve que hay muchas personas. Okay.
Because that's how we would say it in English. We see that there are many people.
Yeah.
But
I know.
it's not a weird sentence. To me, it's
No.
you
John
arrive
ve-
and then you see the country, and then he states there's
Yeah.
many people, and it's
Oh.
not. So it's-
Why? Yeah, we're talking about this one though. The John ve a las muchas personas. John ve a las muchas personas.
that was it.
So, or like it would sound more normal to say John ve muchas personas. John ve a muchas personas. He sees
Oh,
many
yeah.
people, but I don't think you need the las. He sees the many people. You'd say he sees many people, but not the many people. I don't know. It seems strange. Maybe it's just giving emphasis to like he sees the many people like that Delbert was referring to. So it might be more for emphasis, but anyway, it does sound weird. Okay.
Yeah, blame it on Delbert.
Yeah, it's Delbert's fault. But that's super inteligente. is Delbert. Okay. John quiere vivir en Singapore o no quiere vivir en Singapore?
Quiere vivir.
quiere.
Sí, John quiere vivir en Singapore. You know, there's a lot more to moving countries than just how many people there are and the climate. When you guys moved to Honduras, did you go, okay, I want to know how many people there are and what the weather's like. And then if we're good with those two, I'm going.
The weather was big for me. I'm from Montana. So
Okay.
that was a huge plus.
The weather is a big factor, but we have to take into account a few other things.
Yeah,
What is
mo-
IE?
IE, which one? This one
There.
is there.
There.
IE.
Oh, okay.
Ahí.
Muchas
Where's-
personas viven ahí.
Like
How you
aquí
say that?
is here and IE.
Ahí.
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 No, that doesn't look ahí.
A double L is a yeah sound.
Yeah. Yeah, but it doesn't, it's not like I guess it is. Ahí.
Ahí.
Yeah. Ahí
And it's
Uh-huh.
there.
is there. Yeah, like a close there. Not like
Ahí.
they have, because
Not
we
like
have a
there is.
we have a here and we have a like a close there and then we have like an over there is allá. So we
Allá.
have aquí, ahí, and allá. So you change that I to an A and it means like over there, like over yonder, you know?
So
Allá.
Ashley vive allá in Punta Gorda.
Sí, sí. Yo vivo aquí en Punta Gorda. No, ustedes viven allá, allá. And do you live in Sandy Bay?
Mhm.
Okay, allá en Sandy Bay. Okay, ahora John vive en Singapur y está muy contento. ¿Por qué está contento?
Muy contento.
Okay, there's muchas personas in
Mhm.
Singapore.
Sí, porque hay muchas personas en Singapur y
And
Real life.
no,
ah,
no, hace
hace-
frío.
Ajá, sí, y porque no hace frío. Exacto. Porque no hace frío y porque hay muchas personas. Okay. Ustedes, you guys, quieren vivir donde hace frío? ¿Quieren vivir donde hace frío? I'm gonna
No
write it.
quiere vivir.
Yeah.
No quiero vivir.
Exacto. ¿Quieren vivir donde hace frío? ¿Qué significa eso?
Quieren
significa?
Quieren- Oh, Maine.
But, so what does quieren mean?
Do you want? You want?
Do you want y vivir?
Live.
No,
No
nunca,
quiere.
nunca.
¿Y dónde?
Where?
Where? ¿Y hace frío?
Alaska.
Where it's cold?
So, ¿quieren vivir donde hace frío? Do you want to live where it's cold?
Nunca.
I think the answer is no for all of you, because I know
Yeah.
where you
No.
no viven donde hace frío.
Been there, done that.
No viven donde hace frío. You guys don't live where it's cold. No viven donde hace frío.
Su
Hace.
hijo, su
Correct.
hijo quiere
Ajá.
vivir.
Sí. Sí, exacto. Mi hijo quiere vivir donde hace frío. Pero yo no. No, gracias. No, gracias. Okay, let me quickly, briefly go over gustar. I'll make us a little, yeah.
I like Gustar.
Okay, but it's a really weird verb.
I have a
So-
story about Gustar, so I'll have to
Please.
tell you my story one day.
Okay. I'm excited to hear the gustar story. We have one too. Okay. All right. Does it have to do with liking a person?
It was how I was phrasing it. I was, yeah, I'll tell you. I was pleasing myself every time.
Oh,
Yes.
And people
I
are
would
like,
always say, me gusto this, and me gusto that. And I didn't realize I was pleasing myself. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's private information, Tony. Don't go
I
sharing that.
know, I know. Tell us somebody told me. It's gusta.
Yeah, thank goodness. Okay, can you see the story? Or not the story? Can you see a Word document?
Yes.
No.
Okay, sorry, not a
No.
story. Okay.
Just see a whiteboard.
All right. That's what we're supposed to see. All right, so gustar is
Oh.
to please. So we translate it as like to like because it's the closest thing. Do you need it bigger, KJ?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay, thought I saw a little.
Yeah, magnifying glass here.
A lupa. That's a lupa in Spanish.
Lupa.
Okay, is that better? Make it bigger.
Yes.
Here, okay. I can make it bigger too. Okay, to please. To please, okay, I'm gonna put over here to like, because that's how we use it. So when we want to say, I like something. Okay, so we're going to say, I like. Me gusta.
Gusta. Me
Me
gusta.
gusta or me gustan. Because it depends on what we're talking about. It has to agree with our noun. So if we want to say, I like pizza, we would say, me gusta pizza. Or me gusta la pizza. Me gusta la pizza. That'd be like, I like pizza. Me gusta la pizza. Sí, a mí me gusta la pizza. Okay. If we want to say, I like
Shoes.
shoes, okay. Okay, shoes are plural. So we'd say, me gustan zapatos.
Los zapatos.
Me gustan los zapatos. Because really this means it, so this one right here means it is pleasing to me, the pizza. It is pleasing to me, the pizza. And here this would be, they are the shoes. They are pleasing to me, the shoes. Does that make a little sense? Okay. So if we want to ask someone, do you like this? We're going to use the informal. So, okay. So we want to ask them, do you like hamburgers? Do you like hamburgers? Would we use gusta or gustan for hamburgers?
Done.
Gustan.
¿Te gustan las hamburguesas? ¿Te gustan las hamburguesas? Do you like the hamburgers? Or hamburgers? Do you like hamburgers? Worthy. Okay. What if we want to ask? My voice is going. We want to ask someone if they like what? Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Te gusta
Mhm.
limonade.
Limonade.
Lemonade.
Limonada.
I get really confused with Tay and two.
So te means to you, and tu means you,
Two means
but te
you.
is to you. Mhm. Does that help at all?
So you would never say tu gusta.
No,
You would
it'd
say
be
te.
te gusta. Mhm. Yep, with gusta, with the verb gusta, you always use like me, te, le, and les. And nos. You have to use, it's called a reflexive verb. So it's like talking about itself. It's a weird thing. Anyway, yeah, you don't use the normal like yo. You don't say yo gusta. You say me gusta.
Yo quiero, but te gusta.
Yo quiero, pero me gusta. Okay. ¿Te gusta la limonada? Oh yeah, we have a story about frío and caliente. So, Justin, we're on a mission trip in Ecuador, and Justin went. It's really hot in there. Before he knew Spanish, he wants me to put the disclaimer. Before I took Spanish class, really hot in the room, and he tells everybody, "Oh, estoy caliente," which,
I'm really hot.
yeah,
Nikki.
I mean, it should mean to us, it should mean I am so hot,
You should have said
but it
Kirill.
doesn't. But it doesn't. So we're not going to say that, because what it really means is I am horny. Yeah. So he just in front of everyone went, "Oh, I am horny." Really good missionary right there.
Calor.
So that's why we have to be very careful and say, hace calor. Hace calor.
Kind of
And
like my gusto.
uh-huh. Yeah, so that's the thing. I don't, yeah. Why are both of those so sexual too? Hace
Yeah.
calor is it's hot. So if we want to say, oh, it's hot. Whew, hace calor. Let's say that.
Hace calor. Oh, it's not. Oh my goodness. I'm thinking about how many times I might have done that, not said that.
I know, right?
You figure how many times you were horny?
Yeah.
Mike has
Still
done that
touch
many
everyone.
times too.
If you think about the reactions of the people, you can probably figure out how many times you did it. People are like, oh, all
Okay.
right, D, TMI. Okay. Or if you want to say that you are hot, that's fine. We have a way to do that, but we say we have it. We have the hotness, okay? We aren't the hotness, we have it. So you'd say, "Whew, tengo calor, tengo calor. I have heat. Oh, tengo calor." That means I'm hot.
Does that mean you're hot?
Means I'm hot. Not sexy. hot.
Yeah, I've not said it that way before. Oh, no.
Tengo calor. So that's what you're gonna want to be saying. Tengo calor. Or you can say hace calor, like, man, it's so hot. So you can say it's hot or I'm hot. But to say I'm hot, you have to say I have heat.
Uh,
those are very important takeaways for today. But I mean, they do make for great stories. So, you know, if you mess them up, you get a fun story out of it at least. So, hace calor and tengo calor. And when we do gustar, we're not going to say me gusto. We're going to say me gusta or me gustan. Right? Me gusta or me gustan. I like it, or it is pleasing to me, or they are pleasing to me.
Yeah,
But
the
we're not-
O just say
Yes, don't say I'm pleasing to myself. Then they'll, yeah. And same, yeah, anyway, okay. So I think that's as far as we need to go. So with gustar for now. So if I say te gusta la coca? Te gusta la coca? Like Coke?
No, like,
Oh, no,
No,
no me gusta.
no me gusta.
no me gusta.
A nadie, nobody.
No.
Oh,
No me
Marta.
gusta.
A Marta sí le gusta. Y a KJ, KJ, ¿te gusta la
No,
coca?
oh, no,
Leo, ¿te gusta coca?
no, he doesn't.
No. Okay. Solo a Marta. Okay. ¿Te gusta, okay. ¿Te gusta la cerveza?
Oh, yeah.
No,
See, you like.
Mi
you like
esposo le
cerveza.
gusta.
De
Mucho cerveza.
La
Sí,
cerveza
no.
Varena.
Barena.
Say,
A mi
"Me
mamá
gusta
también.
cerveza."
Me gusta
Canada
Okay.
Dry.
Canada Dry, yeah. Okay. ¿Te gusta, ¿te gusta el mango? ¿Te gusta el mango?
Sí. Oh, yeah.
Oh, sí.
También.
Me
Ajá.
gusta la mango en margarita.
Oh.
Oh.
Me también.
Mm, interesante. Pero no me gusta el mango verde.
No.
No green,
me gusta.
no,
No.
no
'cause
verde mango, no.
No. They love
Honduras.
that here
Yeah,
with,
do you
with
like
vinegar
tomatoes?
and spices and no me gusta el mango verde. Pero el mango maduro, the mature mango, me encanta el mango maduro.
So when would you say le gusta? What is that? The
That's
le?
for he or she.
Oh, when you're talking
Oh.
about him or her or someone
Mhm.
else.
So I'd say
So
like
I would never ask somebody le gusta because
you
that's
can do
wrong.
that. No, you can do that. That's the formal you. So that would be like somebody you're not super close with, or maybe somebody who's older. Maybe it's a client you've just met. Then you'd say le gusta.
Oh,
Oh,
So te
Is she
gusta
you?
is for like your close buddies or your kids or something.
Me gusta jaca.
¿Y eso qué es?
Jaca, jackfruit.
Oh. I have never tried jackfruit.
Delicioso.
Is that the huge thing that's at Elden's right now?
Spiky,
Those
yeah,
things are
we buy
spiky.
those.
Yeah.
We buy.
oh, I
What
had
do you-
no idea what that was.
You
I
have to
thought
know
it was a
what to
jackfruit, but
do.
I don't know what you do with it.
Muy delicioso. You open up, you take the yellow seeds, you can eat them, and then you can roast the seeds from inside their hard seeds. You can roast and eat, and the meat between the seeds, you can actually make a pulled pork, a vegan or vegetarian pulled pork with it with sauce.
Huh.
It's delicious. It has to be pressure cooked the best.
Wow. I think
I was
we need to
surprised at
have,
how large it is.
All
Yeah,
of food. Yeah,
enormous.
they're not very well.
Yeah,
They sell them
it's-
a lot. but-
Yeah.
Yeah, they had great big.
okay. We
Big
all learned
grocery.
something new today. Okay. Oh, here, I was gonna do this for you really quick. Hold on. A mi mamá le gusta la coca. A mi
Yeah?
mamá le gusta. So to my mom, the Coke is pleasing. So that's where I'd use le gusta. Or if I want to ask, le gusta el café? Maybe I have like a visitor at the house. I've never met him before. Le gusta el café? Like, do you like coffee? Do you want some? I'm basically asking if you want coffee, but le gusta el café? So
It's
that's
typically he or
gusta.
she. She likes.
yeah. Typically here, it's typically he or she, or the formal you
Okay.
that we
And then
haven't really gotten into here, but.
Café con leche.
Mhm.
He, she, or you.
Were you saying something, Monica?
If you have a group, so plural for usted,
That'd be les.
less, okay.
Les.
thanks.
Uh-huh. Les gusta el pastel. So maybe I made a cake and I want to know, hey, les gusta el pastel? That's y'all, you guys, the group.
Can you move it
We'll
up? I stand.
So the gusta is according to what the pastel, the cake.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
not the people.
Exactly. So it
But
has
if
to
we
agree-
say we all like, we would say les gustan? Or no, would it still be les gusta?
if we say we all like, then it's nos. What do we like? Oh, if they want to answer and say yes.
Yeah, with like the cake. Oh, I see. Okay, so if gustan up
Gonna be
above
more
is
sauces?
for plural hamburguesas.
Oui.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Mhm. So it doesn't matter how many people we're
And
talking
OS,
about,
you're
it's
close,
only
and
talking
OS.
about the object. The object determines if it's plural or not.
Okay.
So that's why it's just a weird one for us because we don't do anything like that in English.
Mommy can't
So,
play right
yeah, depends on the object, if it's plural
Lucy.
or not. Determines if it's gusta or gustan.
It's gusta.
Okie dokie, guys.
And how do you say it's hot again? Because I've been saying it wrong for a long.
Calor.
Calor.
Hace calor.
Hace calor.
Calor.
Hace
That's it's
calor.
hot. How do you
That's
say
it's hot.
I'm hot?
Tengo calor.
Tango.
Tengo calor.
Yeah, I've been saying it wrong for a long time.
And caliente is for food, correct?
Yeah.
Caliente is for
So like
food.
jalapenos is
Oh, no,
caliente.
but that's picante.
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 Picante. Picante means spicy. Uh-huh. And caliente would be like the food is like a warm temperature.
Okay, okay.
So
So if
caliente
somebody-
is,
Yeah, if somebody serves you soup and it's too hot, you'd say, "Ooh, it's caliente." Like, "Oh, it's too hot."
Okay.
so
But
caliente
we
has
are never
nothing to do with
caliente.
weather.
We are never caliente. Oh, I mean, we are sometimes. We are sometimes caliente, but we don't have to announce that to people.
I'm gonna have a discussion with my husband tonight
Mhm.
about how long he's been letting me say that.
D, okay, we don't need to know this, D. I don't need to know if you're gonna tell him that you're caliente, all right?
No, it's in public. He's been letting me say that.
Oh, that's so
Cali-
bad. He should be going,
Yes.
no, don't say it.
He likes it.
He likes it. Yeah.
Yeah, he likes that you're announcing that to everybody. He's like, I know, I'm hot stuff. Oh. Okay, well, I will try to get some homework up very soon and I will see you guys on Friday.
Okay.
See you on Friday.
Thank you.
Adios, amiga.
Adios. Adios.
Yes.